Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, Oba-Kaby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none.
They can, like, really kiss most of the corners of my ass when you say stuff like that. First of all, man, let me say this. And I probably... See, first of all, when I said that, I was on stage at Earn Your Leisure. I was really just joking. I slap you, perm, all this. I was really just in front of a whole lot of people. I was really just joking. I don't really, if I had a chance to talk to Katt about anything, I would just ask him what's wrong. Just what's wrong. Let's go to that. Listen to me, man. Just because a person sits on the show and don't hesitate or say or and speaks eloquently, that don't mean it's true. That just don't mean it's true, man. And I probably shouldn't have said anything. That's a regret I have. I really shouldn't have said nothing. Cause we not in the same league, dog. We shooting at two different baskets. I shouldn't even have said nothing. And so really, man, I think I would apologize to him if he took offense to what I said. I was joking, but I would apologize to him. And like I said, if I had a chance to sit down with him, I would just say, hey man, what's wrong? But you gotta look at the whole tone of the interview. If the whole tone of the interview is what everybody else ain't, what everybody else ain't got, what everybody else doing, I think that's kind of like hate and jealousy. And hate and jealousy is a form of grief. You're grieving because obviously all them people you talking about have something you either want or are something that you ain't. And you're grieving, and the funeral becomes the podcast.
It's your nigga Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And bruh, Steve Harvey versus Katt Williams coming back up right now because Steve Harvey just did an interview with the Pivot Podcast. Very insightful. Had some touching moments, especially when he was talking about passing of his mother and his father. Very touching moments. Steve put you up on some game. Say what you want to say. People talk a lot of crap about Steve because, you know, maybe some of the moves he make, people don't agree with him necessarily, you feel me? But it's some wisdom there. It's some wisdom there and some good vibes there with Steve, right? But nonetheless, Katt Williams was brought up, and you know he had to dive into it, right? He even spoke on Shannon, which I thought that was interesting, right? But let's take this with the Katt Williams part, right? He said he regret, you know, taking shots at Katt, talking about he would put hands on him or whatever, right? But here's the thing, right? Steve made some good points that I believe people ignored in the past, but now when you look at it in hindsight, there's some truth to it, and I've been saying there was some truth to it. I said some of what Katt said was very, very true, and very, very needed, and that's why that interview went legendary viral. It didn't go regular viral, it went legendary viral, right? But even though he did spit some truth, Steve ain't lying. It was a lot of hate going on in that shit too, bro. It was a lot of, not even just hate, because hate can be entertaining and funny, which I think he was doing. But it was some jealousy in there. See, jealousy is different from hate, because jealousy and envy, that's a motherfucker who think they should have what you got. And the fact that you got it, they gonna do whatever it takes to pull you down and take it away from you. And I believe Katt does have some of that jealousy in him. Katt does have some of that envy in him. He does have some of that bitterness and resentment in him. A lot of people ain't want to call Katt out because Katt do here's the thing. Katt do a lot of good acts, right? That you have to respect in the game. Like Boosie always mentions when he came home from jail, Katt Williams made sure to go put some money in his pocket. You feel me? That's real nigga shit. You feel me? You have to respect that type of shit. And you hear those type of stories with Katt Williams all the time, where Katt Williams will look out for somebody. So when people do that type of shit, it's kind of hard to really say anything negative towards them, right? But fuck that. You have to keep it real, bro. Good, bad, and indifferent, bro. And a lot of people can't keep it real sometimes when they vision is clouded like that. But nonetheless, it's some truth to what Steve said. Now, it's a lot of truth to what Katt said as well. Now, that's why I say I'm here to be objective. This is nigga Delvin. I'm not here to take no sides and say who right and wrong. I'm just saying whatever evidence they give us, whatever they make public, we gonna talk about it over here. And in my opinion, Steve has some points, bro. Steve ain't bringing up Katt Williams in his interviews. Like, he ain't, man, that nigga Katt did this, man. That nigga Katt was doing all that. A lot of them wasn't bringing up Katt, you feel me? Cedric the Entertainer ain't going out there, man, Katt did this. Or Kevin Hart ain't, man, Katt did this. And they ain't doing that. But Katt Williams, though, he get an interview, he gon', that nigga Cedric ain't shit. Kevin ain't shit. This one ain't shit. Man, this one did this one did that. And it started to come out like, damn, nigga. Got a lot of jealousy up in you, dog. Now, people, because Katt is such a likable person, people gonna ignore that quality. But you have to look at yourself and be real with yourself now. If you knew somebody around you that when other people ain't around and you just have a conversation with them and they just talking shit about everybody and everybody is wrong but them, how you gonna look at that person for real? Fuck the celebrity and the fame of it and who you like it. Cause people be so wishy-washy, they always take a side. Really break it down. Who's right and who's wrong in this situation, you feel me? A motherfucker that just talk about everybody wrong with you? Nah, bro. I'm not going with that person, bro. I'm not going with that person. I'm gonna hear everybody out, bro. Cause everybody have a point. If that, none of them sitting up here talking shit about you, but you talking shit about them, bro, might be on you, bro. That might be on you, big dog. That might be on you, you feel me? So, while I do believe Katt has said some real shit, and Katt has talked some real game, and Katt done did a lot of great things, like, let's keep it real. That interview was legendary for a reason. But I think Steve has a right to respond, you feel me? I believe Steve have a right to say, you feel me? Hell no, what he talking about ain't real, man. That's my opinion on that. I just feel like these are two legendary people from two particular times, doing two totally different things at this point in the game, you feel me? Katt is legendary on the stand-up circuit. Steve is doing his thing. Steve is doing greatness on TV shows, and you know what I'm saying, doing the Family Feud. He taking that shit worldwide. I seen some episodes. He was in Africa with it, you feel me? So Steve doing legendary shit that I hope people appreciate. You know, Steve, sometimes people look at Steve, I don't know, a lot of people have a lot of different feelings about Steve, and I get it. Steve be, you know what I mean? Steve do be tripping. Sometimes I'm not know how I think about it. But at the same time, you feel me? Steve is an old country bumpkin like Katt said, so he's not always gonna make the decision that you would say is this, that, or third. You feel me? Not always gonna say that. So I ain't sure. Both of these are legends. Both of these have done things within black culture that you have to respect. You gotta show love. I mean, Katt Williams in Friday After Next, legendary role. Katt Williams on Boondocks, legendary. Katt has done legendary things throughout his whole career. And so has Steve. Steve Harvey show, Kings of Comedy, you know, Family Feud. I mean, so these are two dudes that's pivotal in our culture, bro. So we just have to respect that and acknowledge that. That's all I'm saying, man. It's your nigga Delvin. Delvin's Room to the next. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.